CinePals. What's up, y'all? We are watching Love Jones today. I'm very excited to jump into this, even though I have no idea what we're in for. An hour and 48 minutes of awesome is what I anticipate. If you hear my voice, it might sound a little bit different. I did a 4-hour live stream yesterday for charity. I'm drinking tea and doing all the things, hoping I don't clear my throat too much in the middle of the movie. Forgive me if I do. I am sorry in advance. We'll do my best. Here we go, forging ahead.
Man, it feels like everything we watch nowadays has just a really great opening credits theme. I really love how the black and white photography of this kind of makes it feel like this isn't a modern movie at the time.
Black and white really helps you to focus on details.
Yeah.
It takes away the distraction of color.
Do you want me to start moving the rest of this camera stuff? No, it's all right, I'll get it. Thanks.
Hello. Oh, it's cold in there. Okay.
Could cut glass with those things. Damn.
Yeah, it's hard not to notice.
All right.
Oh, I guess a breakup happened.
Yeah, I was going to say, were we seeing the early part of the relationship and now we're here?
When are you gonna give Marvin back his ring? Girl, please, I would if I knew where the hell he was. Or maybe I'll just keep it as a reminder.
Of what not to do.
Yeah, right?
Never to make the same mistake twice.
Mm-hmm.
There you go.
Hello. Don't leave me hanging, please. Thank you. A cynic is born.
A cynic is born.
I've been telling you this whole time.
Misery loves company, dude.
Never fails.
I would almost love to hear that with a whole band behind
it.
Sheila, what you need is a man to get in a conversation with.
Excuse me, Ed, but I have a man, thank you.
Where is he?
He's not here.
So why are you here with all these guys?
Romance in my mind.
And I'm sure you're an expert on that.
Oh, yes, indeedy, I am.
Oh, God, not the yes indeedy.
I think that I am Mr. Romance. You know, I believe in that shit like flowers, candy.
Disney, Aladdin.
Just not every day. That's not me.
I believe in the idea of that stuff, but it's not for me.
No, he's saying just not every day. So I like a balance, you know? Well, I don't know. What is he saying?
No, yeah, that does sound like it was what he was saying.
Romance is dead, is what they said while sitting around cheating at pool. At the very last frame of this 9-ball game, the cat who had the date on the top of the Empire State is the one who got hustled like a fool.
Ooh.
Romance is about the possibility of things.
Oh, they're doing poetry at each other.
they
Okay,
are.
I was like, is that what's happening? They're doing haikus?
When people who've been together for a long time say that the romance is gone, what they're really saying is they've exhausted the possibility.
Ooh.
Are you talking about Martha?
She's like, don't high five that.
He doesn't need to be smoking.
Oh, thank you, Mom.
You're welcome. I thought
We left our mothers at home.
Nope.
I think we need people like that in our lives.
Yeah, you gotta have the person that's tempering.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, Will, let me get another one, man.
White wine, please.
He saw her right away.
Yeah, immediately clocked her.
Does have a little something.
excuse me, Mr. Marion.
I am married. I am not blind. Brother, can you see through these?
Oh, she sees him too.
That moment you're sitting there don't look while she's looking.
Deep in thought, huh?
Yeah,
What are you thinking about?
God, I wish a woman would ask me that.
a woman I saw once.
About 30 seconds ago.
She must have been fine.
Devon, you can't tell me that these babes can't see that cool pole shit coming a mile off.
Is that what he was doing? I thought he was just nervous.
Darius Lovehall.
Nina Mosley.
We always wish.
That'll be $4.
Oh, no!
Oh, no!
Oh, that's the worst thing. Well, the worst thing would be farting. That's the second worst thing.
Nah, he did it intentionally.
If he did, that's a good move.
Yeah.
Maybe you should quit smoking.
Yeah, that's a turn off for me, too.
And this next brother up on the mic writes for New City. Give it to Mr. Darius Lovehall.
Ah. Also, the guy in the glasses is in the first couple of seasons of Grey's Anatomy. I know this because my wife is obsessed.
Little something I've been working on.
Here we go. Don't choke.
I call it a blues for Nina.
Immediately pivoted the name to her.
That's clever. Yeah, she likes
loves
it.
She
Yeah.
loves it.
She's into it.
Can I be your slave?
Ooh.
I've got to admit, girl, you're the shit girl.
I've never heard a woman described as the shit. I
Hey,
understand
if it works, it works.
Yeah, I understand it's meant as a compliment.
Oh, hell no. It's got to be your shoe. Ooh.
That's a great way to flirt. God dang.
Yeah. Not him getting her name, knowing he's up next.
Yeah.
But they call me brother to the night. And right now, I'm the blues in your left thigh.
Ooh.
Who am I? I'll be whoever you say.
This is like effortless for him.
Mm-hmm.
And I just want to give you injections of sublimer and get you to dance. to my rhythm.
How often
Make you
does he pick up on ladies?
Right,
like
that's
this?
a good question. It seemed like all of them had an idea of what he was doing.
Yeah.
Like all his friends at the table.
And right now, I'm the blues in your left thigh, trying to become the funk in your right.
I don't know exactly what that means, but it sounds cool.
It does. It's all metaphor and simile, and it's working. She's like mad about it. She's like, damn, he got me.
Played out like an 8-track. You did say that, didn't you?
I loved it, Darius.
Green glob just coming all out your mouth.
Okay, he really likes her.
You're a bad influence. Every last, especially you. You're the worst.
Oh, here they come.
This is
She's coming over.
smooth to just wait it out.
Yep.
Thanks for my poem. It was, interesting.
Intense. Heated. Passionate, maybe.
This is my girl, Josie. Hello.
So maybe next week, you can write something for me.
Oh,
But it won't be about sex.
What's
Okay.
wrong with sex?
oh, shut up, dude.
Yeah, come on. Play it cool.
There's nothing wrong with sex. There's just other topics.
Okay, I feel that.
Like what?
What is there other than that? Oh? Oh?
Oh.
Call me and find out. Oh.
But you probably wouldn't know anything about that.
I like this so much.
Ooh.
It's like he hasn't been outright rejected. There's
No.
there's time, but she wants to be courted.
Uh-huh.
Oh, man.
Well, damn.
Well, damn.
Because he went straight for the maximum deployment.
He was like, I'm gonna get you with shock and awe.
Yeah.
And she's like, all right, I'm interested, but we're gonna play the long game.
I would love to say he's so extra, but it's probably people like this from real life.
Oh yeah, I'm sure.
This isn't curried chicken and they were out of baguettes.
Oh no.
Oh, she's like a... Oof. What a dick.
This is only lunch.
It's about the bloody lunch. I don't think this assistant thing is working out.
Oh no.
Oh my god. Because I didn't make someone who gets paid minimum wage making sandwiches day miserable because they didn't have your sandwich? Yeah, sure, whatever.
Girl, I need an Isley Brothers CD badly.
I hear you. The CDs are in the back.
Thank you.
Are you welcome?
Now any store like that is just records, I feel like.
Yeah.
What you talking
Look at all those cassettes.
Yeah, oh my god.
Here's your chance.
What are the odds?
Oh, why you don't give me your junk?
Just be cool.
I forgot what he said. The blues in your left thigh and the noise in your right. What was the thing
The
he
funk
said?
in your right.
The funk in your
I am the
right.
blues in your left leg, trying to be the funk in your right.
Ah, Al Green.
She's like, no way.
Darius, right?
Not the cold shoulder.
Say, you mind if I play you a little something real quick?
I don't know. The last time you went on an impulse, you embarrassed the shit out of me.
You liked it a little bit.
Yeah, come on. Not everybody in that bar knew your name was Nina.
I gotta say, I like her moves. The coyness, the playing, but there's still like this sense of invitation to moving things forward.
Like, she's not saying no.
Yeah.
But also, she's like, you gotta put effort in.
Does she like this? He's got taste.
Charlie Parker. I've never heard this particular.
Oh, dang it. I don't have that kind of confidence.
He's like, shut up. I'm doing something.
It's kind of sad.
Melancholy, maybe, but not sad. There's a difference, I think.
There is. It's true.
Maybe you're right.
And she walks away.
Yep. You had your moment.
My new information's on there.
Okay. Great. Here you go.
People wrote checks to buy CDs. Wow.
People wrote checks to buy, like, everything back in the day.
You and I should get together sometime and, have some drinks.
I don't think that'll be a very good idea.
I can clearly see you're still not understanding what I wrote on your hand.
Yeah.
It's just bad timing. Nothing personal.
Oh, because she just got out of the relationship.
Yeah. So this is going to be one of those relationships where they kind of orbit around each other for a while and then finally get together, and then something happens and they start orbiting again.
What was that look back for?
You move too fast. See, women like it slow and easy. Didn't I school you?
Yo, why don't you let me get her little address real quick?
That's some sneaky shit. Don't do that.
Why would I do that?
Because you are my girl, you supposed to be looking out. Come on, stop playing.
But I'm also looking out for my girl.
Look, what if her man comes to the door?
She didn't say she's got one.
Damn, I ain't think.
Yeah, there you go.
She didn't mention it.
Yeah, you right.
Maybe LA's different, but I feel but like women out here will find a way to mention it within the first 2 minutes of talking to them. Usually, unless they're afraid that's going to get in the way of like a business opportunity.
Fair enough.
At least that's what I've been told. And I've also encountered it.
Oh,
no
he still
way.
found her. I guess the yellow pages or something.
How's this going to play?
Hey, I just happen to be in the neighborhood.
What are you doing here? How did you know where I live?
Look, I know it's a little strange for me just to show up to your place like this.
Yes,
Yeah,
very much.
very strange.
Well, actually,
What?
I got your address from the check that you wrote down at the record store.
I feel like that's violating.
Yeah, that's sketchy as hell.
I got that CD you were looking for. Isley Brothers, right?
Yeah.
But you already bought a CD. You didn't buy the one that you needed?
She couldn't find it, presumably.
I guess not.
What, you trying to come in?
Slam the door in his face, girl.
Sure, I mean, if you're not busy or doing anything.
This dude.
He's trying to find out if she's got a man.
You can come in.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hope I'm not intruding.
If he followed me home, immediate red flag.
Yeah.
No way in hell I'm letting him in.
Yeah, I don't agree with that. Wow.
That's a nice place. Oh my god.
I'm just house sitting.
Oh, okay.
Oh, photographer.
She's house sitting. Why is the check the address where she's house sitting?
That's a good
interesting.
point. How long is she house sitting for?
Oh, I guess she did mention something about that.
Said it was bad time. I figured if I asked again, maybe you say yes. If not that time, then maybe the next time.
Oh, nice.
I'm just gonna be tenacious. I'm like gum stuck to your shoe.
As long as you're nice about it,
Yeah.
that actually is not a terrible move. But unless she's like, yo.
I need you to like not.
But even then, I've seen it work out where they got married.
Sort of reminds me of stuff Gordon Parks was shooting for Life magazine.
These are great shots.
Do you know a lot about photography?
A little something. I know that you have a great eye.
So you're just like a Renaissance black man.
Photography. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing, I'm gonna be honest.
The goal of an artist is to create the definitive work that cannot be surpassed. I guess you can say I kind of live like that.
I am the definitive work.
That was actually George Bernard Shaw. Now you're trying too hard.
Oh. Well, you got to give a man credit for trying.
A couple friends of mine are having this get together tomorrow night, and
So what, are you asking me out on a date? Again?
Second time's the charm.
no. Look, don't make me start bringing more CDs up here, okay?
I'll save you the trouble. Yes.
She's going.
No helmet or nothing? It's fine.
That's a cool shot, though.
It's a great shot. It's a really cool shot. But I hope y'all are organ donors.
It almost looks like a French movie or something.
Yeah. She's like, sit down, you're gonna spill the carrots.
She's feeling the rhythm. Okay.
Get out of here.
Like, don't get close to me with that. Sit down.
You scared?
Scared of what?
God.
Oh, that's a great question.
God is a woman, honey.
Oh, here we go. The great debate.
No, hold up.
Let's hear it.
God is a woman.
Hear her out.
We with you in there.
If you ever chased a woman, you know that women have a
She's
certain,
like, all right, cool, show off.
certain sexual thing that renders men totally incapable of functioning.
She likes it.
Yeah, she's like, I hear that.
A male god would never allow a creature made in his own image to get jammed up like that.
Wait, excuse me. Why? Are you trying to impress me?
Exactly. It's so
yeah.
obvious.
Don't come in here with that trying to impress your girl thing.
When a man gets a hard on, you know where the blood comes from, right?
His brain.
His brain.
His brain
And his feet.
and his feet.
His feet.
So A,
Interesting.
he's stupid, and B,
He can't go anywhere.
run.
He can't run.
only a woman God think of some shit like that.
Is it really from the feet, too? I didn't hear that before.
I have no idea.
I gather up each sound you left behind and stretch them on our bed.
This is cute. Walking with like the light rain going.
Yeah.
You like reggae music?
Yeah.
Well, let's go up to the Wild Hair. Want to see the little Yankee girl dance?
Does she go or does she go
You
home?
want to feel a little bump and rain?
What if it starts raining again?
So?
Oh, now don't tell me this. You're afraid of getting a little wet.
Oh, careful.
Oh.
At some point, she's got to pull back because she's still fresh off the last hurt, right?
Well, I'm thinking the last one was a flash forward.
Oh.
I think we're getting a non-linear progression here.
Okay. Well, why was she saying the timing was bad? Because of her job?
Yeah, I think maybe her job. And maybe just also a healthy amount of defensiveness.
Okay, gotcha.
Perhaps.
So this is a bit like 500 Days then.
Oh, I guess maybe you make a point because she was moving out of another place.
Yeah.
Yeah, so maybe you're right. Maybe it is more linear than I think it is.
Okay. I didn't get a good look at the photo.
Yeah.
I just saw that she tossed the photo and was pissed at it. And then she had a ring. She was engaged.
Mm-hmm. And that would explain why she's house sitting because she's moved out
Yeah.
of the place she was sharing with the other guy. All right. I see what you're saying.
They're getting mighty close.
Mm-hmm. That was the whole point.
Riding a bike is also a fast track to getting close. I don't ride a motorcycle, but now I want to.
No seatbelts. You gotta hang on to me.
Okay.
I had a really good time. I really did. It's just that I don't know. I can't go out like that on the first date. I mean, come on.
I respect that.
Atta girl.
Wait. Is this a game? Did she really bring him up?
Wait, look, I should go. It's getting late, so...
Yeah,
It's
you're making me...
cold
Leave me alone.
outside. I gotta go home and take a cold shower.
You're not going to
Jesus.
bring me up?
Yeah, goddamn.
I should go.
I just want to come up and talk.
That's bullshit. I wouldn't believe that.
Yeah, look at that smile. He's like, you know I'm lying, I know I'm lying, we all know I'm lying. Yeah, sure. It's a whole lot of talking going on there.
Talking with your bodies.
Found your way to the kitchen.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Hope you don't mind.
that was successful.
Slick omelet, damn.
Got some omelets happening.
This is for me?
Yes, it's for you.
What if she's got like a dairy or something intolerant?
What if she's massively allergic to eggs?
I really dig you, Nina. And I hope we didn't move too fast, you know.
Nothing happened that I didn't want to happen.
Okay, that's good.
True.
Thank you for the reassurance.
Guess we can hook up again, right?
Hook up? Is that okay that he said it like that?
Now, you ain't gonna fake me out, are you? Good. Phew. I tell you.
Is he squeezing fresh orange juice?
Staying asleep with a woman.
Yeah, he
and
is.
Afterwards, she just dog you out. You know how y'all do. Don't return any phone calls.
Is this like the reverse gender thing?
Mm-hmm.
Look, I'm gonna get myself an omelet. You want anything else?
Don't ask that question.
Because I will ask for Belgian waffles.
You gonna have him or what? Girl, please. No. I would hurt him too badly.
Her friends look.
Them, didn't you? And you weren't even gonna tell me. You ain't slick.
He's eavesdropping.
Yeah, the cab driver's like, all right, girl, get it.
All the details, how big, how long, everything. Oh, look at you.
Now who's the hoe?
It was like his just talk to me.
Ugh.
Oh, no.
She's
I agree,
into it.
girlfriend.
What'd it say?
What did it say? Hello, it is nice to meet you.
She's living vicariously through her right now.
Yeah. Just enough information to spark the imagination, but not enough to control it.
Yeah.
Savannah, I'm so tired of your bullshit.
What's going on?
Oh, yeah,
going
what's
on?
happening? I thought we were in love.
Darius,
Hi.
go get your tired ass
No,
friend.
you keep Darius out of it.
I love him standing there like this happens every other week, huh?
What?
We were supposed to go play some pool, remember?
I know that.
But you can see I'm
I'm
in some
coming.
shit right now.
Let me get my jacket.
Think you with the woman you supposed to be with?
After that whole debacle just now.
Yeah, right?
So, you asking me if I married my soulmate?
Yeah.
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 Depends on which day you ask.
Yeah.
Not today.
Doesn't really matter anymore, man. You with who you're with. You just gotta try to make it work.
I love his like, I'm not even playing today.
People with profound insights on life know not to get married. And those who do ought to know that marriage is what you make it.
Okay.
All right.
I'm trying to keep all my thoughts at bay because like this could easily spur a whole conversation.
Right. Meanwhile, he's over here like, are you already thinking of marriage and you went out on one date with this girl?
She jacked you up, didn't she?
Yeah, she's in your head.
I mean, it defies description. She put the boom doom, the santeria, all of it. She put it on me, man.
Magic. She got the charms.
I was in there cooking.
Wait. You cooked what?
Omelets. And they were good, too.
Cheese omelets.
A cheese omelet? D, look, you better put your name on that, boy. That's better than Michael Jordan comeback.
I just said the sex was good, that's all.
Yeah, sure.
You just drop that in casually.
Yeah, right.
Like, whatever.
This ain't no love thing.
Okay, so they're both saying
They're
that.
both lying to themselves.
Yeah, they're
They're
in
both
denial.
trying to keep their feelings from getting hurt.
I hope you cleaned up.
Why?
I'm not trying to find any bobby pins and stockings.
Some other girl's stuff.
Rarely do I divulge the location to the secret bat cave.
This is a far cry from
her place, yeah.
The place she's house sitting at, yeah.
You just don't believe in CDs?
It's from my DJing days.
Oh, you've DJ'd.
A lot of different lives he's lived.
Many lives, many masters.
Oh, damn.
Yikes.
Whoops. That's the first thing I would pick up. What's
Yeah.
that photo that you turned down there?
Oh, wait, this is my fashion spread? Hold on, let me get my pose.
Actually, no, there's film in there.
She's a photographer. She just innately knows. Don't you just pick up a camera and know if there's film in there or not?
All right, that's enough with the camera, all right?
You didn't like getting his picture taken, huh?
Take off your clothes.
Wow.
Oh.
Wear this, only this, just the necklace.
Take off my clothes.
Yeah. I'm gonna take a picture of you like one of my French girls.
You crazy.
I would not let someone take photos on film of me naked. No, thank you. That's got to go to Costco and get developed. I'm not having all that. That's like,
Somebody else is gonna see that.
some rando dude is gonna be like developing the film and looking at. He's got good arms.
Wind up in somebody's magazine or book or something.
Oh, no, baby. This is strictly for my private collection.
On his camera.
That is his camera, right?
That is his camera, right? I don't think she brought that.
What's this? What happened now?
Yeah, who's at the door?
Oh, the ex.
Oh. All right, so it is linear. She is coming out of a relationship.
It's a train ticket to New York. I want you to come stay with me. I want us to be together.
Marvin, you had all of that. And you didn't know what to do with it.
Yep, and you threw it away. Sometimes you don't realize you got a good thing until it's gone.
Don't you understand that what you want doesn't matter anymore?
Well, what's the deal? Are you working? Are you seeing somebody?
I don't think that's any of your business.
No, it's not.
It's not.
Look, I gotta go. I'm meeting my mother for lunch.
Will you tell her I said hello?
How do ex-partners know when you've like moved on to someone else? It seems to just be a thing. Like somehow the energy is just.
I think it also is part of like the weird jealousy and like sudden possessiveness. You know, like whether you are or not, they're gonna guess, and a broken clock's right twice a day.
That's true.
You know?
Okay, you're not gonna tell Darius, are you?
Well, I don't want to lie to him. Tell him. Thanks.
If he snaps, then you got him. And there's no need to go. But if he tries to act all cool and shit, well then hey, you're just gonna have to go. Teach his ass a lesson. Hello, do your thing, girl.
These games are dangerous.
Yep, always.
You know, I've had a really good time these past couple weeks, right?
We ain't
Thanks.
pleased.
I'm serious.
Me too.
God, what a time to bring this conversation up.
I'm going away next week to New York.
Oh?
For how long?
God, a girl hit me with this once and it just made me walk away.
I don't know.
For why?
I have a couple contacts, and I'm just gonna like poke around and see if I can find a gig.
Oh, what?
And I also have some
Business to attend to?
other unfinished business that I need to take care of.
Some dude.
We used to
Engaged.
We were engaged.
be in a relationship, and I just haven't seen him in a while.
Yikes.
That's cool.
No, clearly not.
No, definitely not cool. Body language says definitely not cool.
Darius, the only reason I'm telling you this is because I really care about you, and I'm not trying to play you.
I understand, and I appreciate your honesty. But we just kicking it, right? So it's cool. I mean.
Uh-oh.
He's playing it cool, and she's gonna take it as an insult, and he's like trying really hard not to be mad about it.
So you're not mad?
I'm furious.
No, I'm not mad.
But I'm not gonna tell you that.
It's cool. We just friends, right?
We don't always say what we mean.
No.
I mean, because if old boy was doing his job in the first place, why am I doing it?
I'm hip.
Why am I hitting it? You tell you the real deal.
Oh my God.
Vaughn, I put it on her. Boom.
Put it on him.
Now she gone.
Gone.
I don't get stole on.
I feel you, D.
He's hurting.
He's like, I didn't realize I was this invested until she walked away.
These women, man, they killing me slow.
Oh my
I
God.
thought you guys were just,
Friends with benefits.
You knew he was bullshitting. Come on.
Yeah, come on. We all saw it coming.
So what's the point, black man?
Have you been listening? I'm gonna tell you the point. I'm gonna feed you the point. The point is,
It's like,
I don't know the point, all right?
That's what I thought.
Bad, man. I didn't think she was the one.
He just about inhaled that whole cigarette.
What are you talking about, the one?
it's like he's trying to caution after the shit he
Yeah,
just went
right?
through with his wife.
What about our whole like pool room talk? Come on, man. Oh, he's messing with him.
You know I had you going. Check you out. Why would you give me that look, man?
Oh, yeah, you got me.
I'm like a thief in the night. You know what I mean? FBI still on my tail.
He's joking.
Yeah. Methinks he does protest too much.
I slipped.
Hit that ass and I'm out.
I know.
And I'm gone.
I know.
What?
Let me see your wallet, brother.
You know what I'm saying?
Because it gotta be bad, mother.
Bad mother.
Gotta be bad.
Oh, look at that transition.
He immediately was like, damn. I was really hoping he'd support me in this.
Hey, John. Let me get another one.
You should call her. Don't let her go.
Did you at least get a number for her in New York?
Why is it human nature to like mask so much? It gets you in trouble. Oh, no.
No.
Oh, no. Don't do that. That's a boo-boo. Wow. All right, never mind. He's gonna go in.
No, don't do it. Don't find comfort in another person. That's messed up. Oh, she develops the photos on her own. That's not going to Costco.
If she told me she had a development room, then that's different.
Hey, Darius. It's Nina.
Here we go.
I don't know when you're gonna get this message, but my train leaves tonight at 9:30, and
Go stop her.
I don't know, maybe if you're around Union Station, you'll come down. I guess I'll just call you when I get back.
You gotta go. You gotta run. Go, 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 go. Oh, never mind. There's another person there.
Damn.
This guy.
That was quick.
Shanked it.
You shouldn't play games. Like,
I fully agree with you. Should not be playing games because that's how you end up getting hurt.
you see the white
Yes, I did. With the crazy ass backpack.
face.
Yeah.
Is there any way you could be a bit slicker in your approach?
Slicker?
What does that mean?
What do you mean?
It's the comparative of slick. Less raw.
But like raw, like black and white photography is raw.
I think you'd have a better chance of being published if your work were just a bit more polished.
Cool. Bye. You clearly don't appreciate what I've got. No cheese omelets for you?
That's a bleeding mouth waiting to happen. That Captain Crunch.
Where are my toasted oats?
What?
Oh, I finished the box this morning.
Oh, you couldn't eat the damn Captain Crunch, could you?
Why do you have the Captain Crunch if you don't want it?
Well, I had a bad day, too.
So you want to tell me about it?
No.
I was like, y'all are fighting already. It's been 2 seconds.
I hate to see you,
Wasting my time.
that's not what I meant. I mean, I can take care of us. I mean, I just don't want you to worry about
Getting a job, right?
rejection. And stop finishing my sentences.
He's so mad. He's so mad.
I don't even know why I'm here.
I had a good thing going.
After all these years together, you don't know why you're here?
All we have, Marvin, is all of these years.
Wow.
And it's just not enough
Wow. What a statement.
anymore.
Damn.
That's brutal.
You're tripping.
Oh, so I see where the problem in the relationship is. The moment I say anything negative about your side of the relationship, you dip for toasted oats.
He doesn't have insight into anything going on with her for some reason. Oh shit.
She left him.
Slick.
Yeah, that's clever.
slick.
That's slick. There you go. She's like, I'm done now. Kept the ring last time, no more.
Yeah, but what's the conversation going to be when she finds out that the new dude has already like slept with someone else?
Well, she went back to another relationship. So, I mean, she can't be that mad, right?
That's
I mean,
fair.
I guess she can be mad, but like justifiably.
She slept in his bed,
Yeah.
in her ex's bed.
There's no cuties in the house. Not one cutie.
Is there ever a night when you don't have on the brain?
Except specifically one cutie that I'm looking for you.
You know you came straight from the station because you wanted what's his name to be here.
Excuse me, but I happen to enjoy poetry.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, right. We could have gone to any other poetry joint.
Oh, where y'all going?
Well, you know, we're going home. We're tired.
Well, I'd like to offer you a ride.
Yeah, right.
Oh, that's your car, right?
No, the hearse, the gray one. That's.
Oh my God, no, thank you.
Why are you driving a hearse?
That's not like a working hearse.
No, man, it ain't been no damn motherfucker since I bought it.
Case girl, we might. I just remembered that I parked my car down the street. So what we're gonna do is
We're gonna go down the street to my car because you drive a creepy hearse.
go home and call Darius. Is what you really want to do anyway.
That is what she wants to do.
Why are you trying to make it seem like I'm desperate?
Because, girl, you are.
He came straight from the station. I
Yeah.
mean, come on. Damn.
Oh, no.
What a way to learn. Shit.
Wow. How long did that take you?
You tell someone you're gonna go see your ex, like, all bets are off at that point.
That's fair.
What?
You the shooter, ain't you?
Yeah, but what?
Then shoot me, goddammit. Immortalize my shit.
No way.
My light, hold on.
He ordered this? He paid
Is
for
this
it?
good for me right here, this light? Is this all right?
This dude. How's this gonna go? He's friends.
I don't know.
So you just gonna come up in here today and spend all your money?
I will if you let me buy you dinner.
He's like, hey, he struck out, so.
Oh, wait, don't tell me that, please. Not
Why?
Bloom is for like, big girls,
What do you mean they're for big girls?
What's for big girls?
Bloomers.
What?
Like they're a type of women's undergarment.
Oh, that's very forward.
The disparity in the conversation between these two versus her and Darius is incredible.
So what kind of underwear do you have on?
I don't wear
None.
bras.
Yeah, I freeball
You don't
it.
have any on right now.
No, I just let it hang.
I can't do that.
That's crazy.
That's uncomfortable.
How's the book coming?
Masterpiece of minimalism.
I have the title.
You know your girl's back in town, right? Because that's something I bet you didn't know.
Oh shit, here we go.
Oh no, is she there with him?
What was his friend thinking?
Agreed. Like, there's a certain degree of like bro code, but.
So what you been up to, man?
Just putting in work, man.
Wow,
Yeah.
like that.
See, I got this new gig. Keeps me up. Working all through the night.
Why does he have it out for him like this?
Gross. It's because he's the one that always gets ragged on and doesn't score nearly as easily as. Oh, she paging me.
I tell you, I hate when this happens,
When work pages you?
Moms keep on paging you, huh?
Not this time, D.
But we all know that you ain't too good at staying employed, though.
This might be different, and as I heard it, you ain't too good at staying employed either, partner.
Woo!
The difference is, I usually quit my job. You usually wind up fired. But it's okay.
She's like, don't look at me for sympathy.
This is a fun verbal tennis match.
I love this.
He played that real cool.
Take it easy, Darius.
Whatever.
He a trip, ain't he?
You're the trip, dude.
Yeah.
I really like this girl. Okay, we went out, we kicked it, dinner.
You and Darius both.
It's so convenient for women to think that all we want to do is bone. But sometimes a man just want to be held, cuddled a little bit.
It's not wrong,
I mean,
but
yeah.
it doesn't sound genuine coming from him.
Not at all.
What's wrong with that? Ain't you progressive enough to understand?
Oh, nigga, I got your progressive.
Oh.
I know you need a massage.
We could all use a massage. Who's at the door?
Hey, baby.
Oh.
But you get a friend of mine, Tracy Powell.
Oh.
Powell, this is a very, very good friend of mine, Sheila Dow.
She doesn't look happy about this at all.
No, not at all.
What's up? Yeah. That look is everything.
My God, riding in the hearse.
There's some benefits to this car. I'm telling you. Like, for instance, when I want to go to church, I always get up front. Every time.
Yeah, because they probably think you're going to a damn funeral.
I'm not mad at the taking advantage of it.
Yeah, right?
English. Yeah.
English.
Sure, okay.
But I work with her.
I work.
I think they're speaking the old language.
Yep, again. We all know what work means.
What are you, the fucking moral majority now?
No, I'm just saying.
You know damn well what this is about.
If my memory serves me correctly, you were the one that told me not to get married. In fact, all of y'all told me not to get married.
But you did. But you got married.
But I also said the Commodores would get back together.
He's like, I just say shit.
The last relationship you've been in that lasted longer than 6 months, my brother was never.
Yikes.
Felicia, yes, Felicia.
All right, Felicia.
6 months.
Woof.
When you get your wife, you advise me on mine.
Okay.
The moment you're married.
I don't think you need to be married to see that someone messed up.
Who said?
Some friends. It'll be cool, trust me.
Soon as he says some friends, she's got to know they're going to. Look at his moves.
What about the slop? Y'all know how to do the slop?
The what?
It's a quiet girl. It's a slop. I don't know how to do it. That's because you made that shit up.
Don't lie to me. You're about to make me look stupid.
Here. Oh shit. He's gonna be the one to answer the door.
Oh God, no.
This is stupid.
They're all gonna see the two of them walk in.
This is too soon.
Where's your bathroom?
Up the stairs and to the left.
She's judging everybody with her eyes today.
Yep. The look on her face, she's like, you didn't tell me this was this party.
You are so foul.
I agree.
You know that's
Yep.
what you're doing, right? You know that's fucked up. Whatever.
And this is coming from the married guy who's here not with his wife.
That's true. The married guy's not flaunting stuff in people's faces.
What's up, G?
What's up?
Don't look at me like that.
You guys should see how the slop was done.
Mama showed you?
Yeah.
I'd sneak out if I was her.
Same. I'd go out the back.
I'm gonna catch a cab.
Oh God.
No words are needed.
I need to talk to you outside.
Right now.
Right now.
That was stupid. As Joey would say, you just cost yourself 6 months of sex.
You embarrassed the shit out of me, and I don't appreciate it. Now, if you and
Let
Darius
him
want to see
know.
whose is bigger, you can do it without me, all right?
Easy enough. Just drop him.
Just get in the car and take me home.
Like, you didn't think for 1 second he was gonna be at this party.
Are you gonna take me home or not?
Doesn't matter. You should have
Hell
known.
no.
What?
Wow.
Walk!
Dang, you put in all that effort for it to go like that.
Something. You always get fired. Something.
I don't know, man.
He's gonna go and do the right move.
Yeah, he's like, I'm gonna go out there and find her because you're doing something stupid.
What? You got something to say, Sheila? Why don't you just say it?
I ain't got nothing to say to you.
Ooh.
She said it with her look.
Yeah.
Now, you and I both know you don't want to be out here this late by yourself, stomping up and down. She like somebody done stole your f***ing bike.
I just want to call
The
you
right
a
move.
cab.
Yeah.
Get you home.
Call your cab. I'll wait. You get in. Boom. You can be on your merry way.
I like that. Just making sure she's okay.
Because he's a gentleman.
More of a gentleman than his friend.
Yeah, right?
I still disagree with using the check to find her address.
That is definitely messed up.
I mean, first you carry your ass off to New York. Then you come back and don't even call me?
All you had to do was tell me that you were seeing
What are
somebody.
you talking about? I ain't seeing nobody.
I saw you at the bookstore with the girl.
Small city.
Yeah, right?
But you're right, like, she was with somebody
Yeah,
else. She
yeah.
can't be that mad.
She went back to her ex.
He technically doesn't owe her anything.
No. They're both looking at the phone like, he's gonna call, she's gonna call, who's gonna call? I was gonna say, you've got his number. I don't know if he's got your new number, because I don't know if you're at the same place. I don't know. Apparently, there she is.
Hello?
Wow, what
Nina?
timing.
Wow.
Damn.
They both tried to do it at the same time.
Mm-hmm.
I have 2 tickets to the VON stepper set tomorrow night, and
No one to go with.
I was just wondering if you could step.
Wow.
Yeah.
What happened to the other girl? Was she just like a fling?
She must have been, because he said he wasn't seeing anybody. He's like, let me help you figure this out.
This looks like a fun place.
Yeah.
I want to go there. This looks like a good time.
You didn't know I had it, did you?
No, that's what I call a real date.
A real date? What you talking about a real date?
Don't bring up the other guy.
You saying we never been on a real date before?
Yeah, I took you to the reggae place.
Baby, bumping and grinding at the Wild Hair hardly qualifies.
Okay. She wasn't comparing.
You seem to like all that bumping and grinding.
What's up? What's up?
No, I wanted to call you when I got back from New York. When I saw you with that woman, I didn't know what to think.
I know.
That's my fault.
That was absolutely nothing. Trust me, it was nothing.
There was a lot of nothing in bed.
Yeah, uh-huh. But again, she went back to another relationship.
This is a destiny type thing, babe.
What am I gonna do with you?
I got a few ideas, but tell me what you got in mind, huh?
And we'll see if we can meet in the middle, you know?
What?
This is a joke, right?
He's sleeping on the couch.
I don't know. We had a perfect date, and I just wanted to feel like I was saving something for later.
Okay.
Baby, you ain't gotta save mine for later. I'd rather have it right now anyway. Nina, we've already done it before. I mean, we didn't already, repeatedly, so what's...
Repeatedly.
She's like, I'm trying to do this different.
I think you could just help me with this zipper, because sometimes it gets stuck.
Yeah. See, now you playing. I can take off all your clothes.
Thank you.
Why? Why?
Wait,
why?
what's
why?
going on?
I don't know why you playing like that.
I'm confused too.
Bye.
Even wanting more?
Yeah, but that ship that ship sailed a while ago.
It's the game. She's trying to get him back on the hook.
Okay. What's going on? Does she know something? Okay.
She's gonna come back down the stairs.
But it's confusing.
She's seeing if he stays or if he comes up.
Oh, she wants him.
She wants him to come up. He's so mad.
He's being respectful, though. What did you want to happen? This is confusing.
Come on, y'all. You gotta use your words.
Oh, is he just?
He's onto it. He's getting onto it now. Come on, march yourself upstairs.
I don't. This is wildly confusing to me because, like, if a girl told me, "Yo, like,"
yeah, no.
You mind if I play something for you?
No, not at all.
he's got to find a way to keep the conversation.
Yeah,
going.
right.
Well, that worked.
Mm-hmm.
And there's the friend.
Weren't you the one to tell him to stop smoking?
It's like a Bollywood movie now with the trees.
yeah, running through the trees.
Oh, jelly.
Seethe, Wood, seethe.
The look she just had with the overalls and the hat, I used to just love that look on women as a kid. Even now, I'm like, I don't know what it is about that look, but I think it's so cool.
All I want is my mail. Look, don't put me on hold. What's wrong with you? No.
I've been on hold with them for 2 hours.
What's wrong?
Oh, she's just going straight for it.
Oh, my God.
That's a quick way to get a man to stop being mad.
Yeah, right? Like, oh, hey, okay.
Yeah. Lisa?
Who?
Why would you say her name?
Yeah, don't say that. Cut 2 lips of an angel by Hinder.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, she knew.
It's on her mind. She's gonna ask. Who's Lisa? Why is she calling you?
Want a beer?
I'm on a roll. Don't talk to me.
I mean, when you're in a creative zone, you often don't want to be bothered. What is it? Oh, shit. Forgot to take that to the trash.
Or is this going to be one of those moments where it's like it's like a book agent or something like that?
Oh.
And it's someone he's supposed to be, like, professionally involved with. Just hasn't said anything, and she's not gonna ask.
Why don't you want to know?
'Cause I don't.
Why?
You wrecking my flow, okay?
Uh-oh, we've left the honeymoon stage.
I didn't.
You gotta respect the flow. I'm sorry. Like,
Well, now it's wrecked, so
Yeah,
let's have this conversation.
yeah.
Take off your clothes.
That did not come out.
Nope.
Will you stop? What are you doing?
You don't trust me.
No, I don't.
Okay, now we get to the root of the issue.
This is about Lisa, isn't it? I can't believe you. You still on that Lisa shit. That
Oh, Lisa is the other girl.
she and I are over. That is history. The past.
Not a publisher.
Nope, never mind.
How am I supposed to know that?
Know what?
That you're not still seeing her?
Yeah, you still have her number.
You have not given me any reason to trust anything that you say.
Oh?
The blackboard with her number on it. I'm talking about the phone calls at 5 a.m. I'm talking about trying to read your mind
Look,
every
you don't
fucking day.
shit about trust, okay? You don't. You the one who went to New York and f***ed old boy, came back here and hung out with my boys, partying and shit.
That's, yeah, I mean, he got you there.
Fair enough, fair enough.
You can do both of us a real big favor. Just come over to my crib and get your shit.
Oh my God.
Why would you want to be with somebody you don't trust?
Whoa!
Gotta deal with this shit.
She wanted to have a conversation. She didn't want to just like, all right.
I mean, I guess he's making a good point.
Yeah.
It's like, why would you want to be with me if you don't trust me?
I guess that's everything.
He's playing cool again.
Mm-hmm.
Shut my door all the way when you leave.
Nice catch. Come on, guys. One fight.
Not in the mood to write anything right now.
Why is it so hard to communicate?
You only get 1, 2 tops.
What?
Soulmate?
True love.
True love.
Man, love is what you make and with whom you make it. That's it.
I think I messed up twice.
Okay, there we go. Connecting it to the present.
There you go.
I don't know, man. I don't know what to think.
That, my friend, is your problem right there. Physics, this shit ain't. It ain't supposed to make sense.
You just gotta kind of go with the flow.
It is what it is.
Yeah. Like, perhaps, poetry.
Yeah, relationships are weird. There's no hard shapes. It's just like, it's all flow. Okay.
No one size fits all. Hi. Welcome back.
So, how did this come about? Did she just decide to come back?
Maybe.
He's got to say something about the other girl, or no?
No.
Nina told me not to tell anyone this, but I thought you should know.
What's going on?
She did a shoot for Vibe magazine, and it worked out really well.
Well, good for her.
It's like, why do I want to know?
Uh-huh.
She's on the noon train tomorrow. I thought maybe you should see her off.
Well, maybe not.
This is your second chance. This is your second chance. You didn't see her at the station last time. Now see her at the station this time.
Yeah, don't screw it up twice.
Yeah, Boogie. Oh, thank God for the motorcycle. You can just
Thank God for the stunt double.
Yeah.
Is it open? What?
He's looking for her. He's like, where is she? Where is she?
Can he get on?
I love you. I ain't never gonna stop loving you.
This really is a Bollywood movie. The train.
Yeah.
Hop on. Just grab it like a cowboy. Oh, never mind.
Nope.
It's going so slow. You could catch up with it. That did not play how I was expecting it to play.
I know. I was really expecting him to like make the train, or at least for her to see him.
Oh, I was about to say that better not be like
I was
directed
like, yeah,
by.
You're going to the credits. It's insane.
Give me that smile. There it is.
She's shooting with all the cameras.
Nina, here's your tickets and itinerary for the Chicago shoot. Great.
She's coming back to Chicago.
Does nobody have a phone? Like, they didn't call in all this time?
Let's see this masterpiece.
Stand back.
He's finished the book?
You might hurt yourself, bro.
Oh.
Dude, that's a jacked up picture, though.
Yeah.
Oh, come on, why you gotta talk about the picture?
That's a jacked up. Congratulations.
Aw.
This is busting your balls.
So it's a dream come true.
You gotta, right? Can't let his ego get too big.
Next thing you know, they'll be driving a Hearst.
So how come you never called her?
Oh, good. Same question.
I wrote a bunch of letters, but thought it made me look like a fool.
I'm always afraid about our image.
I would have paid some mad money to see your ass running through Union Station. If you'd not been sucking on them cancer sticks, you'd have caught her.
I'm cool, man.
Oh, I never heard that before. Is that a thing that they call it?
The cancer sticks?
Yeah.
I'm sure. But she's back in town. She's here. Is she gonna go roll up to the club? You're hoping he's here.
Oh,
Excuse
shit.
me, can I see that? Thanks.
I guess his book is doing well.
Yeah, I guess so. Did he dedicate it to Nina?
Oh my God, you think so?
To the woman who helped me reach my level, she knows who she is.
Wow. He's talking about Felicia.
Yeah, definitely Felicia.
Our next poet is a virgin to the mic. Welcome, Miss Nina Mosley.
He's like, what?
He's like, hang on a second.
Something that I've been working on for a while, and I was hoping that a certain someone would be here tonight.
When is he not there?
It's funny what you can do in front of a room full of people that you can't even seem to do in front of one person.
That's fascinating.
Man, yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that.
It is the color of light, the shape of sound high in the evergreens. It lies suspended in hills. A blue line in a red sky. I am looking at sound. I'm hearing the brightness
It's all the same people
of high
from
bluffs and almond trees.
the beginning of the movie.
Look, man, there's only a certain budget for extras.
And of course, you got the regulars.
I am dancing a bright beam of light. I am remembering love.
Is this gonna be like La La Land?
Yeah, where they just like see each other and they like picture what they could have had.
Yeah.
He's got to catch her before she leaves, right?
Whoa, you can't do that.
No.
Maybe there's a cathartic feeling for some people when they do that, but I can't.
I enjoyed your poem up there.
Oh, you heard it? Shame Wood wasn't there to hear it, you know?
Look, I know there've been a lot of mistakes, and we both made them.
Yeah.
Yes.
I apologize for my part in that. And all that nonsense in the past, I don't give a shit about that anymore. I want us to be together again. For as long as we can be.
As usual, your timing couldn't be worse.
Oh, no.
She engaged?
Why is everything so urgent with you?
Let me tell you something.
Because I live like it's my last day on Earth.
Right now, at this very moment, is all that matters to me. I love you.
How do we do this?
I don't know.
I live in New York.
I don't care.
I can catch a train. I can write from anywhere.
That's true. Make it work. Y'all can do it.
Yeah, exactly. Don't identify the obstacles, identify the ways to overcome them.
Oh, nice.
To the black and white.
That's a beautiful shot, by the
really
way.
gorgeous. My God. Okay.
So I was doing a live stream yesterday. Someone had asked, what is your advice for new filmmakers? And I was like, that's a great question, because I don't often get asked that. And I said, well, my first advice is to make films. Like, just go and make films.
Yeah, make them.
But then my second bit of advice was to tell a story from the heart, like a personal story. Like, because in the indie film circuit, I noticed those are the ones that
do really, really well.
You know, they rise to the top. I watched a film called Dee Dee. It's about a young Asian kid.
Yeah, I've seen trailers for it. Yeah,
great movie.
Looks really good.
And you watch it, it's like, this feels like this was a personal tale. It's like there's not. It tries to fit into, you know, your film 3-act structure as best as it can, but it's very much like this is a slice of life kind of moment.
Right.
And this film felt similar in that it just felt like the writer-director was writing from his own experiences and sort of making a comment on the dumb things we do in our relationships.
Yeah.
Because we fail to just communicate honestly something we're feeling. And it's like the audience can see it. And it's and we're kind of frustrated with with who feel like friends, you know, as we're watching them. It's like, why don't you just say the thing? You know, when he plays it cool, when she's saying, I'm going to go to New York.
And like her friend setting her up for failure to begin with, where she's like, if he explodes, you know you got him.
Yeah.
And then he's playing it cool because he doesn't want to seem like he's ruining this good thing that they've got.
Yeah, it shows you, it perfectly illustrates why playing games can lead to hurt. And why it can lead to you not getting what you want.
Yes.
And it's like you could just say, but it's weird though, because sometimes you have to play the game. It's a balancing act.
Yes.
You know, it's a tightrope walk sometimes.
Unfortunately, yeah, there is a certain amount of game inherent in the whole like flirting and relationship thing.
Yeah.
But then you've got to figure out when, okay, we've moved on from playing the game and now we've actually got feelings involved and we've got to be honest with our feelings.
Yeah.
When does the game move from harmless flirting to like actual stakes sort of thing? I do like what you said about watching this movie and feeling like we're watching a couple of our friends go through a relationship. I think what this film does really well is the intimacy of all of the scenes and everyone's relationships.
Yeah.
Like even just starting at the poetry club, the sanctuary in the beginning, and we're coming in partway through this kind of overlapping conversation between Darius and all of his friends. You don't know exactly what's going on. It takes us a little bit to get into, oh, they're kind of spitting poetry at each other and kind of playing this poetry game that they've played all along. It happens organically. We get introduced organically. It feels like we've sat down at the table and we're kind of getting into the vibe of the group.
Yeah.
And that intimacy remains throughout the rest of the film. Everything's shot very tight, very close. Everything's very subtle and just feels like conversation, especially when the friends are interacting. They're overlapping with each other. Their dialogue is playing off one another. They've got all of these established relationships. And I really, really love that. And I think it gives more, I guess, value to our investment in Darius and Nina's relationship because it does feel like they're our friends and we want to see them succeed.
Yeah.
And so we're watching from the outside. Because, I mean, how many times have probably all of us had this collective experience where you watch two people that you're like, you guys would be great together. We're so psyched for your relationship.
Right.
And yet you guys just sabotage over and over and over again.
Yeah.
And like everybody else on the outside can see what you're doing wrong.
Yeah.
But we can't help you because we're not the ones in the relationship. So we're just doomed to sit here and watch it happen.
Yeah.
And it's the worst kind of dramatic irony that I think we've all experienced. So to your point that this is writing from the heart, from personal experience, you know, this just feels like a group of 20-somethings figuring out relationships and their friends alongside.
I wonder why he never sent the letters if he wanted to be with her so bad. Like, there are some things that come up in movies where I get confused. I'm like, why did you do that? The biggest example of that for me is what I mentioned earlier, which is La La Land. I'm like, y'all don't have Skype or Zoom. Like, you can't, there's got to be a way to make it work. She's a big Hollywood star now. Like, there's got to be a way to make it work. Come on now. You can play jazz anywhere.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah, like he had the letters he didn't write. He didn't make any phone calls, but I guess he was just focused on his craft, and he was letting whatever she gave him inspire him to complete the task.
Yeah.
So there's that, and he dedicated the book to her. It's just a little funny to me because I feel like anytime I've broken up with a girl and ended things, it's maybe 3 months and they're with someone else, and they're like in a proper relationship. I tend to date women who are like, yeah, any one of them could have been the one. You know, they were all marriage material. And so very quickly they get swooped up by someone else. I'm like, yeah,
that makes sense.
That's going to happen.
Really biffed it on that one.
Sometimes it happens before I even have a chance to break up with them.
Ooh.
I can laugh now about that.
Thank God.
But man, it hurt so bad when it happened.
Oh, God.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's like, it was like in this middle ground that, like the poetry thing at the beginning, it took me a moment to get acclimated to that, kind of like what you mentioned, because it was almost like listening to Shakespeare.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, hold on. Because this, you know, when you hear dialogue in films, like you sort of are reaching for the thing that feels familiar in a way, naturally.
Yep.
And so this felt like a different level of speak that I have never heard people talk like in real life. You know, nobody. Like, no, I've never sat in a circle of poet friends and they all just start throwing poetry
at one another. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't even know what I would do in that moment. I would fumble the ball.
I'd just be like, I'm so happy to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody talk to me.
Yeah, exactly. Don't call on me, please.
I will not be raising my hand. I will be the quiet student in the back. I'm so happy that you all can do this.
Yeah.
Although I will say that I'm sure there are similar experiences that you do with your group of friends.
Sure, sure.
I always think about my friends and I, and I've talked about this before on other reactions. I'm not sure which ones, but my friends and I have a very dry humor.
Okay.
And we don't put a lot of emphasis on like when we're making jokes or when we're not making jokes, and we have a lot of in-jokes.
Okay.
And there's something called like a familect that you have, where it's basically the dialect that you speak in with your closest people.
Okay.
Your family and your group. There's a certain degree of, I think what is beautiful about that scene is they've created what it feels like to enter into someone else's familect or enter into someone else's group, because there are moments where someone from the outside comes into my friend group and they're really thrown off because we'll be bouncing jokes back and forth to one another that, like, objectively from an outside perspective seems like we're just being really mean and derogatory to one another, but like that's the kind of interplay that we have as a group, and we've all been together for so long that we understand when we switch into that. And so it can be a little bit jarring, and so it sounds different.
Yeah.
So I see what you mean, is like coming in, like the use of the poetry in that respect is a very extreme version of that, but I think it does a really good job of kind of illustrating that feeling of, oh, we're coming into a group of friends that have something established.
Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, I see what you're saying, because like me and Skeeter, we'll talk horrible to each other, but that's just a Tuesday.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm sure everybody has like that kind of friend interaction, and so I guess for them, that friend interaction is throwing poetry at one another.
Yeah.
This kind of poetry game. And they don't do it necessarily throughout the rest of the film, but I think it's a really interesting, now that I'm thinking about it, perspective on what it feels like to enter into an established group of friends initially, and you gotta play catch up a little bit. But we caught up.
Yeah.
Before they had finished the poetry scene, we all realize that, oh, this is what we're doing. And then we get an understanding of who they are and who this friend group is, and I think it does a kind of interesting way of establishing who they are.
It also shows you that sometimes you got an asshole in the friend group. It's
Yeah.
like you always got that one dude who's just like, why is he here? It's like a pet that you keep around. That was just such a shady ass move for him to pick up on her, and I'm like,
for sure.
It's, obviously Darius doesn't own Nina, but like y'all are friends, and that's just, you cannot deny that that's just a weird thing. And the least you can do is have a talk with him. It seemed to me that this was a tight friend circle.
Yes.
And it's just so odd to me that you wouldn't even say anything to him in advance. That just shows how little he cares about his friendships.
Yeah.
So that was, like, to me, that's just whack. Like, you don't do that.
I didn't even see that one coming. I saw Hollywood as being the kind of dick of the group, as you said, but I didn't think that he was going to be the main antagonist.
Well,
in a way.
They set it up a little bit. If you go back and watch the scene when she walks up to the group, the way he looks at her.
You're right.
There's a way he looks at her where he's like, he's already feeling her. He wants to, but Nina walks up and writes love on Darius's hand right away.
You're right. You're right.
So, yeah, that was just wild to me. But truth be told, man, I've had people do some shady shit like that in my life, and I just stopped being friends with them.
Unfortunately, sometimes, like, something all's fair in love and war, right?
Sure.
I guess you can't. I guess it's understandable. People do stupid things for relationships. People do stupid things when they're thinking with not their brain.
Yes.
With
their feet.
Or not. I did love that comparison of, like, I don't know how much that is anatomically correct. I don't have enough wisdom in that field to correct it, but it is a kind of funny philosophy of, like, comes from the brain, so he's stupid, and it comes from the feet, so he can't run.
Yeah.
I just think that's so silly, because objectively, like, you look at guys as a whole, when we were thinking with that thing, it's a slow walk towards the cliff, whether you realize the cliff is dangerous or not.
Yeah, I told you the thing, I feel like I said it in a reaction, but I can't remember. I told you the thing when I hit up a friend and told him I was potentially breaking up with my girlfriend that I live with. And
I don't know if you said this to me.
I never said it to you?
No.
Okay, so yeah, I was going through a breakup with a girl, and I hit up this dude who I thought was friends with me, and he's like, did I say this to you?
No, but like, the gears are turning.
Okay, so
my pattern recognition is kicking in.
So he was like, "Oh, dude, I got your back, man. If you need to call me at 2 a.m. or 3 a.m, I don't give a shit. I got you, man. I got you. I'm like, all right, calm down.
Thanks. I appreciate it.
And then I get off the phone with him, and literally, like, the next phone call he makes is to my ex-girlfriend asking her out. I'm like, dang, dude, like, wait a second.
That's messed up.
Like, just give it a breather.
That's messed up.
I couldn't believe it. I'm like, dang, that's it. You know what hurt me more than anything? It's like, I wasn't so much mad at him asking her out, like, just as an idea, because she's beautiful. Like, well, of course, I get it. But, like, it made me disappointed that, like, you're just another person I got to cut out of my life now.
Yeah.
And that really sucks, because I just feel like I have a deficit of dude friends. So, like, I don't want to, you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
like,
no, I get you. Yeah.
It's very frustrating.
And the unfortunate part is like, even if there was a way to maintain that friendship, now he's with your ex, and like, that's a whole kettle of worms too.
Yeah.
So I don't get it. I don't get people that are like, you got to pick one. You pick one or the other.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, a lot of times people pick the wrong side.
Yeah. Honestly, like, if I'm friends with someone and they get along with my ex better than I do, I'm like, who am I to? I'm not going to stand in the way of that happiness.
Yeah.
Like, it's going to feel weird initially, but like, I want people to be happy in life.
Right.
And so I would get over myself, and I'd be like, yo, if it makes sense, please.
I guess it's the spirit that it's done in.
Yeah.
You know, if like enough time has gone by, and then that person comes to you and is like, hey man, I just want to be honest, I really vibe with your ex.
Sure.
For XYZ reason. We've been seeing each other a lot, and I'd like to make it more like, are you cool with that?
Yeah.
Like, at least you've come and you've had that conversation, and it's not a surprise. And it also doesn't feel like, especially in Wood's case, where it feels like, ha, he missed on that one. Now I'm going to prove how much more of a player I am by sweeping her up. I'm not going to ask him. I'm not going to talk to him about it. I'm just going to swoop her.
It was shitty.
Because he was in it for the glory more than anything else.
It was a measuring contest.
Yeah, for sure.
It was stupid.
For sure.
Like, why, man? And I agreed with what she said. It's like, don't involve me in your measuring contest. Like, I don't need to be part of this shit. It's just immature. It's like, I don't know. I would be so pissed if someone involved me in that. It's like, you're just too good of a person to be like, stoop to this crap. It's garbage. Leave me alone. I'm immediately like comparing this to a lot of the other films we've seen that I kind of feel like they belong in the same camp. You know, like Love and Basketball. We watched The Wood. We watched, what did we watch after The Wood? Brown Sugar. I'm going to be totally honest. Like, of all of the films that were just mentioned, like, this is my least favorite of all of them. For me, like, nothing just touches Love and Basketball at the moment. Brown Sugar comes close.
Brown Sugar was really good.
I tried to find Brown Sugar because I wanted to buy it, and I couldn't find it on Blu-ray.
No.
Yeah. So it was like the next movie, the second film I was going to try to buy, and I couldn't find it.
Oh, damn.
It's available for streaming, obviously.
Oh, yeah, clearly, but you know.
Yeah, but there's something like, I don't know what was missing for me that didn't quite put it in the same level of the aforementioned films. It might have just been the sort of Shakespearean dialogue sort of like went over my head a little bit.
Jarred you a little bit.
Yeah, because I'm like, I understand what they're saying, but it feels so, well, it's poetry, you know? And it's like, I don't know.
I would liken it to, I guess the stakes in this one felt a little lower.
Sure.
You know?
Sure.
I think especially with like Love and Basketball and Brown Sugar, we're watching this relationship that's destined from the beginning, and like, I don't know how they do it, because it's not necessarily a difference in like how the characters interact or things like that. It's still kind of watching a normal relationship exist, but for whatever reason, it feels like life or death if they're not together.
Yeah.
Right? But this one, they have a lot of time apart, and there's not quite as much of the chase. You know, Brown Sugar is all about our two main characters realizing that they love each other and that they actually belong together and that they should be together. Love and Basketball is like these two characters that know they belong together, and then they have a big breakup in the middle, and then it's them getting back together and coming back to that realization and like growing enough to have that relationship. This one felt more like, I don't know, it was kind of on again, off again, on again, off again.
It was more like real life.
It was more like real life.
Yeah.
It felt more like a real relationship. So I think the stakes weren't quite as there, so it doesn't feel quite as life or death. It's still good, and it's still a really beautiful depiction of a relationship. The only thing is it just, because they have so many hiatuses and it progresses like a normal relationship, we're kind of like, all right, they'll get together eventually. We hope.
You know, I kind of wanted this, and it's my own fault, but I kind of wanted this thing out of the movie around the 20-minute mark. that I thought it was taking me towards. Maybe it was the 15-minute mark that I thought it was like directing us towards. There's a film called Crazy Stupid Love with
Yes, I know this movie.
Steve Carell and Ryan Gosling.
Yep.
And in the film, if you haven't seen it, like these two characters end up just sleeping with lots of people. But then Ryan Gosling discovers a woman. He doesn't even have the opportunity to quite get there. He just ends up talking to her all night.
Yes.
And discovers something different and discovers love for all intents and purposes. And I thought that maybe that's where the film was going earlier on, because she was sort of like, she had him hook, line, and sinker, and like was taking him through the steps and teaching him, it's like, don't just go straight for that. Like there's way more
the whole
to a relationship.
thing of like writing love on his hand.
Yeah.
And like I really thought we were going to have an experience where Darius had to learn about what it meant to love someone rather than just want to get with someone.
Yeah.
I absolutely see what you're saying.
Yeah,
It's like,
it didn't feel like he was punished very much for like following those. But like at the same time, she wanted him to break the rules. Like she said, stay on the couch. Why? I don't get that. Like
because he's got to be passionate. He's got to be so passionate that like, I know.
Maybe I'm dumb. I don't know. Like maybe I'm just like not mature enough to understand that. But there's like a game in there, and I'm like, okay, but these games is what's y'all up. Mm-hmm. It's getting you guys in trouble, and so you're messing with my head. Like, okay, does no mean no, or does no mean yes? Like. I don't know what it is. He complimented the situation by going, can I play
you something and then have like a nice little dance moment?
And that's their, I guess, baseline, so to speak, because they had the music store stuff.
Yep.
Yeah, I thought that with the material that's there, our actors did a fantastic job of bringing it to life.
Oh my God, yes. I just want to say Isaiah Washington is arguably one of my favorite actors of this era.
Oh, okay.
And saying that is potentially problematic because I know he left Grey's Anatomy for problematic reasons. But when my wife was first getting into Grey's Anatomy, he was like scene stealing. And there's a lot of really great actors in the early Grey's Anatomy, but he was amazing. And then he ends up getting written off the show because supposedly he was problematic off screen, is what I've heard. Mm-hmm. But I just want to say that it was such a pleasant surprise seeing him in something else from this era before Grey's Anatomy. I think this is before Grey's Anatomy came out because he is just as talented, and it was really phenomenal watching him. So it was a really, really pleasant surprise, and I just want to say I love his acting, his behavior outside of that, not so much. But he was great.
Just before I forget, because it's like a nerd thing, you mentioned like all the tight shots in the film. I realized why there are so many. This film feels like a whole host of other films kind of from that pocket of time that were shot on film.
Yeah.
It's like film's really expensive, and you want to make a movie.
Yeah.
And so you have films like what we watched, which is Swingers, right?
Oh, yeah.
And like, you can kind of see the same thing in there. It's like simple and
tight shots.
Yeah, simple but effective.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like you have only so much time in the day. You only have so much film in the can. You got to be as efficient as possible.
Yeah.
And so I feel like that's probably where it stems from. That's why you're seeing so many of those. More than just a creative choice. It's like, movies are expensive to make. How do we do this in a way that gets us to the finish line under budget?
I'd actually be curious what the budget was on this compared to like other films of the era, because it, especially in the opening when she's standing and like moving out of her house and things like that, it really has just the sort of subtle hallmarks to me of like a really low budget kind of passion project film rather than something that had like major studio money behind it or things like that.
Yeah.
And part of that is, utilizing those tight shots. So you don't have to spend a whole lot on location. You don't have to spend a lot on like extras and things like that. A low budget movie is one with a lot of close-ups. A big budget movie is one with a lot of wide shots, right?
Yeah.
So especially early on in the film, I was like, I've seen this kind of shooting at like film festivals, like small local film festivals that, short films I've been in have gone to. Like it had the same hallmarks as that. Mm-hmm. And complemented by the brilliant writing and the phenomenal acting, it sort of transcends those tropes, because sometimes those tropes you're like, this is clearly a low budget movie.
Yeah.
But with the writing and with the performance and with the artistic way the shots are done, it transcends that, and you're like, this feels like a movie that could have had a big budget behind it, and they made it work on whatever money they had.
Yeah. I don't know how big Larenz Tate was at the time. I feel like I know him from TV more than from movies. I could be wrong about that. Was it The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air? Like, where did I watch him? I feel like I saw him in a whole bunch of TV as a kid. Oh, he's in Crash.
Oh, well, there you go.
Oh, he was in Crash. That's why I recognize him.
Oh, he's also in Ray.
Yeah, I don't remember him in Ray, but I remember him in Crash. In my mind, I'm like, okay, not knowing the what do you call it? The star power of Larenz Tate. The only person I recognize is Nia Long in terms of being someone who's constantly in the movies.
Gone on, yeah.
So I'm like, okay, if you have your budget, what are you spending it on? You're spending it on Nia Long, and you're spending it on that train station.
Yeah,
That's it.
The one like major shot in Union Station.
Because you're talking about wides. It's like that was the one instance we saw a lot of wide shots.
Yeah, that's true. That's a good point.
It was like otherwise we were in houses and apartments. And the poetry club. The whole bit with Marvin, the ex. I wish there was more done there because I couldn't really understand like why she would go back.
At no point did they make it seem like Marvin was worth going back to.
Yeah.
We didn't, besides the like brief little black and white moment they had in the park where they were kissing right before we cut to color and she's breaking up with him or leaving him, and her not taking off the ring were really the only things that made it seem like he was worth going back to. But even when he came and surprised her in Chicago and was like, hey, here's a train ticket, come back with me, I was like, he's not the one, girl.
Yeah.
At no point did they make it seem like it was a redeemable relationship.
Yeah, it was very throwaway.
Yeah, for sure.
There was nothing special there. He didn't bring her flowers.
Nope.
No poem, no nothing. Like,
nope.
Not even like a nice camera.
And she didn't have like a conversation with her friend of like, yeah, I really love him, but it's just not working. We didn't even have some exposition set up of like why she'd be willing to go back and try and make it work again.
You know what would have helped, I think, is if there was something, I don't know, I think because of time, it would require, even though it was nice, like it might require sacrificing some of the bit with her best friend, where we just see with her and Darius, like clearly they're getting along really well, but he's so preoccupied with playing it cool and being friends as opposed to like actually moving forward and committing to a relationship. And here's this guy coming back into her life willing to offer her a level that maybe he wasn't quite ready to do before or something. I don't know. Like there's got to be something that she's looking for in her life, as a mature woman that she hasn't been granted yet. And something like that.
I feel like we could have traded it out with I think by the friend you mean Hollywood, right? Like Wood, the other guy who swooped in? Or you mean her friend?
No, her friend.
Okay, because what I'm thinking is, in a similar vein, if we'd kind of tailed down or gotten rid of the storyline with Wood coming in and swooping her when she comes back to Chicago and make that more Marvin...
Okay, I got you.
Coming into Chicago and trying to win her back.
Yeah.
And she's like, no, I've got this. But then Darius is so preoccupied with playing the game and trying to be cool and being like, yeah, if you want to get back with your ex, that's fine.
Yeah.
And then like they start dating around Chicago and like we see a little bit more of that engagement in their relationship rather than her going off to New York and then being miserable in the relationship and coming back to Chicago.
Yeah.
I think that might have made it a little bit more pertinent to the plot outside of just a device that is the first rift and creates the whole ball rolling of like why they can't be together.
Yeah.
Because of stupid miscommunication.
Yeah. So for anyone who's remotely curious, and if I can't remember if I've mentioned it at all. So there was a girl that I was seeing. I have mentioned her before because she looks kind of like Sanaa Lathan. I get so nervous every time I say her name out loud.
Sanaa Lathan.
But yeah, so there was this. She was from Chicago.
Okay.
And she's like, yeah, I got to go home. I apologize if you heard this story already. I'll try to make it short. She's like, I got to go home for 4th of July. Also, there's a guy I'm seeing out there. I've been seeing him for a while. I just want to be transparent with you. And I'm like, okay.
Oh.
I could have used that information before we got in and out.
Yeah.
But like, what? All right then. And I was,
Dope.
The thing is, I don't know if she was ever going to be the one because I don't know if our personalities quite ever gelled like that.
Right.
I just thought she was so goddamn gorgeous. So I was kind of hanging on because of
You're
stupid
so beautiful.
reasons.
I'm willing to look past all of the red flags.
Because I was just like, if we made babies together, wow, like they'd be so beautiful. So that's what's going on in my head because I'm always like, anyway.
I get you. Yeah.
So she goes to Chicago and then my best friend happens to introduce me to a friend of his. And we end up connecting really well. Mm-hmm. So well that, like, now we're dating. And then, girl comes back from Chicago, and what she had told me was she was supposed to meet up with that guy at a club or something, and then he ended up dancing with someone else and abandoning her.
Oh no.
And so she
darn.
So she like broke up with him or whatever. She's like, yeah, that guy's out of the picture. And I'm like, yeah, so I'd just like to be friends. If
Yeah,
that's cool.
he should have been out of the picture to begin with.
Yeah.
But whatever.
So she messed up because then like she had lost 2 guys in the span of like a few days.
Nice.
I'm well removed from the situation. I have no hard feelings about it. It's all a hilarious story later on.
See, even that's like kind of more engaging than what they did with Marvin and Nina here. Like it purely, looking back on it, and the more I think about it, feels like just a mechanic to make it so they don't immediately get together and like have a good relationship. And we need to play into the miscommunication trope so that way they are on again, off again, on again, off again, and we can have a movie.
Yeah.
They didn't justify it enough for it to feel like a reasonable choice. They just justified it enough to feel like a choice she could make, so that way they broke up.
Yeah. I feel like the big thing in the film is just in general communication and a lack thereof. Because she's at his place, he comes home and there's no Pop-Tarts or whatever the hell he was looking for, strudels. I forget what he was after.
Baked oats or whatever.
Yeah, whatever he wanted. And
if you're not going to eat the Captain Crunch, why is it in your cabinet?
Yeah, exactly. And then he's like, you don't have to do this job or whatever. And then she's like cutting him off and finishing his sentences, which I kind of like that little bit because it just shows you how much history they have and how irritating it is when someone keeps not letting you speak.
Yeah. Just give me a moment.
But like, I didn't even have a chance to even wonder if they were going to work out.
Yeah.
You know, it's like the only thing I saw was her hesitance with going on that trip back to see him, and then a fight between them.
Yep.
Like you said, like there was no happiness there at all. It's like he had nothing redeeming necessarily. Like if they had a history of her not getting a chance to be an independent woman, the first conversation when he shows up should be like, yo, I'm independent.
I'm doing my thing. What's going to change?
Yeah. Like I'm cool with you doing your thing. Like at least some kind of dialogue about that. It's like, why did you go? I don't understand why you went. You know, I'm like, there was nothing. Like, because her resistance was the right move.
Yes.
But I needed an understanding of like, okay, what's going to put you over that hump? Just because your new boy's cool and playing it cool? Like, you can clearly, we all see, maybe she can't see it, but I felt like we can all see he's just fronting.
He's just fronting.
Yeah, that's it.
Objectively, we could have had the whole film as it was without her going to New York for Marvin, because I think an absolutely, and not to like continue griping on this one thing, but like the rest of the movie flows so well and is done in a reasonable way that it just like, the more I think about it, the more it gets in my craw. Like we could have done it without this scene. It's like, you know, we could have still had her friend being like, tell him, and then based on his reaction, you based your whole relationship, right? So then we have the conversation between the two of them of like, hey, I am looking to go back to New York. I got to settle some stuff with Marvin, this ex. And then Darius plays it cool. And then we can just have a fight like we had about, what's her name? The phone number that we thought was a literary publisher.
Oh, right.
Where it's just a fight between them.
Yeah.
Where she's like, why aren't you mad? Why you're not like, is this something to you? Why aren't you mad that I'm going to another guy? And he's like, because I was trying to play it cool. And now you want me to not play it cool? Like we could have had that whole fight. He walks out and then doesn't know if she left to New York or not. And then either we just see her back in town and then Hollywood swoops in because he sees her back in town first.
Yeah.
And we don't have to have the whole thing where she leaves and we have a silly scene with Marvin that ends things, I guess. And then she comes back. Like we could have just cut that out.
Yeah. Or enhanced it somehow. Either way.
Or enhance it. Like either make it better and make it worth being in the movie or just get rid of it.
Yeah. There's this a film with Adam Sandler, The Wedding Singer.
Yeah, Wedding Singer.
There's a bit that they do of playing the hand slap game. Have you seen The Wedding Singer?
I have not, but I'm familiar with like the game and the.
Okay.
Are you about to spoil something?
I just did. So yeah, but you need to watch the film. Okay, so that's another thing that I have you watch. So it was The Wedding Singer and Crash. Like those are two. I'm so glad I learned that you had never seen it because that's a great film. The short of it is there's a comparison that's shown to you in the film. It's like this simple thing illustrates so effectively the difference in these relationships. It's
Got
a
it.
small thing, but like, okay, Darius. Granted, it's a new relationship, and you're gonna like, you're gonna put in your best moves. In a new thing, but
obviously,
Darius made her eggs in the morning. And it would have been great is if like they wake up the next morning, Nina and her ex, and she comes to the kitchen and he's like, "You want Pop-Tarts?"
Yeah,
like
yeah.
something
And he's like, "How do you feel about Captain Crunch?"
Yeah, exactly.
Better illustration.
Yeah,
Better
something like that
illustration.
where it's like, oh, like he has no sweetness to him like the way Darius. Something to let us know.
Yeah.
Like this is clearly wrong, but just enough sprinkled in there to let us know why she went back. Because I got neither one of those. It was just like, so anyway, we're droning on about this point.
This one nitpick.
Yeah.
Overall, the rest of it really, really enjoyed. And I enjoyed the movie enough that initially that whole bit didn't stick with me, but the longer I thought about it, the more I was like, there were better ways to do this.
Yeah, for sure. There were some moments in the film that were nicely done in terms of not saying everything. I feel like it's super cool to me when you're able to affect, like I'm a fan of David Mamet, who's very verbose. I love David right? Mamet. Yes. But equally, I'm a huge fan of when you're able to communicate without saying shit. When the look is everything. And it speaks volumes. And like they even addressed it in the movie.
Yeah.
Because Wood was like, "You gonna say something?" She's like, "I don't got shit to say to you."
Anything to say.
And I was like,
her whole facial expression told us everything.
Yeah, and that they utilized. She's got great expressions because they utilized her expressions like 5 times in the movie.
Half of her performance and half of her interaction with everybody else was just reactions.
Yeah.
Which was perfect and so perfectly illustrated what she was thinking and her kind of place in that group. Phenomenal. Really, really great work.
Played by Bernadette Speaks. I feel like there's jokes in that.
Yes, she does.
Exactly. That's the joke I thought too.
Sorry.
That's the joke. That's why I didn't say it out loud. But you're a dad now. You get to do that.
Yeah. I got the dad puns, y'all. Oh boy, it's about to get real funny in here.
The worst I ever did was I was auditioning someone. I never forgot her name. Her name is Tammy Dang, and I was like, "Tammy Dang," and she goes, "Yeah, no one's ever said that before." I felt so bad. But I remembered her name forever.
Yeah, fair enough.
So,
I mean, you never forget.
Yeah.
Embarrassed so deeply that you will never forget who she is.
Basically. So Larenz Tate, when I watched him in Crash, he had a much smaller role. And now it's like I'm reflecting now. I know you haven't seen it yet, but he's so real in Crash. He does such a good job in just being this dude. I'm trying to be careful of what I say because I don't want to give anything away because I really want you to watch the movie. but you having that as a point of comparison, which also came several years after this. I like him. I like his performance. I think that he does a good job of having a naturalistic approach.
Yeah.
Even when you're dealing with this like heightened poetry speak, it's like he still has a naturalistic approach to all of that makes it feel accessible. And I like that about him. I certainly have more access to him than I do, what's his name, who played it super cool in The Wood. And he was also in Love and Basketball.
Oh, yeah. Omar Epps.
Omar Epps,
Got there.
I have more access to Larenz Tate than Omar Epps. And there's just, like, Omar Epps is cool. It's obviously part of Love and Basketball. So Omar Epps is super cool, and I need to watch more of him. But there's, like, a human being I recognize here with Larenz Tate. It's like, I feel like just almost instantly, it's like, oh, this feels like my buddy.
Right, like his effortless cool doesn't feel inaccessible.
Yeah.
Whereas Omar Epps, especially, and I think I talked about it a little bit in The Wood, feels too cool.
Yes.
He feels overly cool.
Yeah.
Where Larenz Tate's Darius feels just like the coolest guy in the room just because that's who he is. He doesn't work at it.
Yeah.
He's not putting up a cool front.
Yeah.
That's just who he is and who he has come to be.
Yeah.
Whereas Omar Epps' character in The Wood is like, I'm cool and I make every effort to be the coolest.
Yeah.
And it feels just a little jarring because it feels a little fake.
I feel like if you take a step back and look at this film from the broad strokes, there is probably a poetic angle to the whole thing because it starts out.
No, it's the movie about a bunch of poets in Chicago has a poetic angle.
That's why I'm calling it out before I forget. So you have it's not quite emphasized, but you have the whole black and white stuff at the top. of showing the city, which I didn't fully understand why they were showing us all that, because it was all in motion. And if it was all stills, that would have made more sense to me, because
she's a still photographer.
She's the still photographer. But anyway, you have the black and white there. She's got the black and white photo, so clearly that's like from her eye. And then you have you end on black and white.
Yeah.
And so you have that aspect to it. And then you start on poetry and end on poetry.
Oh, yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's cool. And not only that, you started on his poem and you ended on her poem. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. So at least the book ends is very poetic.
Yeah, very much. It ends the way it starts.
Yeah.
Which is a nice little kind of package.
Oh, the last thing is it ends on a breakup and ends on two people getting back together.
It also ends with a black and white kiss, and it starts with a black and white kiss.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow.
Yeah, so
Shows you how much attention I was paying. But
Yeah.
that's genius, and that's a great little piece of, I guess, implied imagery and a nice little bookend.
That's only the stuff I caught, though, because there might be other things in there, kind of like a haiku. Like there might be other things in there I just didn't catch.
The whole action of the movie is 575.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. The movie is a mirror image from the beginning to the midpoint, and then from the midpoint to the end. If we go back and watch it shot for shot recreated.
You know what I almost wish we had, which is weird and it's unlike me. You know how in I'm trying to think if I remember this correctly. In For Colored Girls, at least at the beginning, you heard a lot of poetry at the top.
Like the overlap and everything, yeah.
I almost, part of me wonders, and I think they did do it in For Colored Girls, actually, in other sections of the film, where you just had poetry being spoken. I guess the actors were saying it straight to camera.
Yep.
But if there was just the poems being, I'm having a hard time with my words, I haven't eaten yet.
Kind of like overlaid.
Overlaid with scenes.
Yeah.
You know, because what you had was, you had just jazz music playing sometimes, which is not bad, but like the whole Bollywood montage of them being together, right? And the trees and whatnot. It's like, this is a movie about that has a lot of poetry expressed in it. If there's any time to
express the poetry, that's the moment.
It's like during the montage, like, why wouldn't you have poetry there of what he's writing as he's inspired by her, and how that completely contrasts the very saucy stuff he was writing at the top. Now she's got him writing poems that are like about love.
About love. Yeah.
I would have been like a nice opportunity for that, but anyway, it was a fun film nonetheless. It does not compare to Love and Basketball.
Can anything compare to Love and Basketball?
Brown Sugar did. Brown
Sugar was really, really good.
But like, this does not best either of those films for me.
Fair enough.
And so if I were to, at this moment, I don't know why those are the only 4 films in my mind, but including this one. If I were to revisit films, it would obviously be like in the order. It would be Love and Basketball, then Brown Sugar, then The Wood, then this.
Yep.
And I would be very less likely to revisit this. I'm just being completely honest with you guys.
Yeah,
you know?
I mean, it was a good watch, but not necessarily something you'd watch again.
Yeah.
You've watched it. We've seen it.
Yeah.
We know what happens.
Yeah.
But it hasn't, captured us. I had a similar conversation with my wife about a movie she watched with some friends of hers the other day. But it's one of those things where it's like, I enjoyed the movie. It was very, very good. Would I add it to my list of things that I'm like, I need to rewatch this movie because it's like fundamental to who I am? Not necessarily.
Right.
But that doesn't detract from the joy of the film.
Yes.
And that doesn't necessarily mean that it can't be your watch again movie.
Exactly.
Just want to get that out there.
Yeah.
You know, I understand that we are watching someone's favorite movie.
Yeah.
And just because it's not our favorite doesn't mean it can't be yours.
Yeah.
So you enjoy.
Yeah, you guys be good. Peace out.